Good morning, welcome back. Another Monday, another week. Very well done to everyone who's managing to keep up with the work. Takes a lot of self-discipline, so you should be really proud of yourself if you are. One quick ask before we move on to the learning. If you're watching this video, please let me know on the Hazel class email address, please. Thank you very much. So this week we're looking at the standard written method for addition and subtraction. This is the sheet, and the reason I'm referring to this now is because down here we've got quite a lot of calculations. We've got set A here and set B over here. You might find that actually this might take you a couple of hours. Don't. Choose a couple over here, and maybe have a couple of these with the decimal points. If you're working hard and giving your best, that's all I ask. I don't expect you to be sitting there for hours ploughing through everything on the sheet. That'd be too much. Okay, now on the second sheet, you can see we've still got some of this reinforcement work to do with the fractions, percentages, bit of big mess there, and even a challenge at the end. So you might want to leave yourself enough time to be able to do a couple of these and reinforce that fraction work. That'd be great because then you're going to be up to speed when you come back, hopefully very soon. So let me get rid of that sheet now, but don't forget, please, if you're watching this video, please let me know. Okay, thank you. So to subtract using the standard written method first. Let's do a simple one first. So 4 subtract 4, 0, 9 subtract 5. Make sure you're subtracting the bottom digit from the top one. 9 subtract 5 is 4, 3 subtract 1 is 2. Okay, hopefully you're all right with that. If you're not, please do get in touch and we'll do a bit of work. Now you might have something like this written out. 3,000. So we've got a decimal point here now, and I'm going to come back to calculations without decimal points, but just about thinking how we line our digits up. So I could just write that 2.6 right underneath here. There you go. But we've got to ask ourselves, why won't that work? Well, if we have a look at it, the value of this 6 here, because it's the first place after our decimal point, it must be 6/10. The value of this 6 ones. So they're in the wrong column. We need our ones in the same column, we need our tenths in the same column, so we need to think about how we're lining that up. Let's take that out, and let's have another look. The 2 is our 2 ones, so I'll pop that in the ones column. Then we can put our decimal point and then the 6/10. Always remember, we might not be able to see our decimal point here, but it's always to the right hand side of our ones column. Okay, I'm going to just get rid of that quickly and we'll do this calculation. Now I've got nothing there, so I'm going to show that by putting a 0 in, and then that will help us to focus our mind on what we do next. We've got 0, we need to subtract 6 from it. We can't do that. So I'm going to take one of these, leave 5 ones there, and exchange 1 1 for 10 tenths. 10 subtract 6 will give us 4. Now this is the point where we must remember to put our decimal point in. Drop it straight down. Now we can do 5 subtract 2. Gives us 3. Nothing from the 4 is 4, and nothing from the 3 is 3. 343.4. Always check, was there a decimal point in our calculation? If there was, the chances are you will need it in your answer. Have I got one? Yes, I'm probably okay. Right, let's have a look at another one. I'm going to do one without a decimal point now. But you notice here, we've got a couple of zeros up there. That could cause us problems. But if we work methodically, and systematically, hopefully we'll be okay. Take the time, relax. So 0 subtract 4, we can't do it. So look into the next column, see whether we can exchange. Oh no, we've got another 0. We can't. Next column, 3. Let's take one of those. We'll leave 2 of those hundreds there, and we're going to exchange one of them for 10 tens in this column. We need to get something over there though. So we're going to draw a line through the 10 and leave 9 tens there. Take one of those tens and exchange it for 10 ones. As you can see, we've now got 10 ones. We can subtract 4 from it. 4 from the 10 gives us 6. 9 subtract 1 will leave us with 8. 2 subtract 2, 0. And 6 subtract nothing leaves us with 6. Perfect. Right, now, if you get this far and you're challenging yourself, and by all means do so, let's have a look at something like that, but with a decimal. Let's go back to the black. Here we go. So 82.06 subtract 1.074. Now this is a bit more meaty, but it's the same method. So probably if you relax, chill out and think methodically, you will do it. So I want a 0 in there. There's nothing there, so I'm going to show that. 0 subtract 4, I can't do. So I need to cross through there and I need to leave 5 of those hundredths and exchange one of them for 10 thousandths. 10 subtract 4 is 6. 5 subtract 7, I can't do. Look into the next column. Nothing there. Look into the next column. I'll take one of those ones. I'll leave one there and take one of those ones and exchange it for 10 tenths. Okay, now I need to get something over there. So I'm going to draw a line through it and leave 9 tenths there and exchange one of them for 10 hundredths. 7 from the 15 will leave me with 8. Nothing from the 9 leaves me with 9. Drop your decimal point down. The minute you get to that, drop it down. 1 from the 1, 0. Nothing from the 8, 8. Fab. Again, ask yourself, were there decimal points in my calculation? If there were, have a little look down here. Have you got a decimal point in? Is it dropped beneath the others? Fab. You're probably okay. Obviously, you can test this and check it using inverse operation. Now, moving on to addition, very, very similar. Again, 943 add 368. 3 add 8. Well, that's going to give us 11. So I'm going to put 1 1 underneath. But obviously there are 10 ones in there as well, so that makes a 10. I'm moving that across. Now we've got 6, add the 4, which gives me a 10. Don't forget to add that one on, another 11. So we put our 1 in there and the 10 ones, the 10 across. Although, as we see here, we're looking at tens column, so that would be 10 tens, which clearly makes the 100. 9 add the 1 makes 10, add 3, 13. So I put my 3 in there and exchange, nothing else, drop it down. Any decimal points? No, so I'm fine. Now just draw your attention to this. Obviously, when we are adding our 9, our 3 and our 1 here, notice what I did. I looked for the numbers that added together easiest for me. It might be different for you. So I saw my 9 and I saw my 1 and thought that's a 10. So I've got a 10 and then I added the 3. Here I added my 4 and my 6 because that made a 10. And then I added the 1, which made the 11. So add the numbers how they best fit your way of working. Okay, let's get a decimal in here. 46.27, and I want to add 4.321. Now, if this was written out in a number sentence, it would be easy to have them misaligned and the columns, the digits not in the correct columns. So always make sure that these decimal points are lined up. If they're lined up, there's a very good chance all your columns will be in the correct place. Okay. I've got nothing there. You might want to put a 0 in. You don't need to with the addition, but you might want to just so you've got it fixed in your head. 0 and the 1 is 1. 7 and 2, 9. 2 and 3 is 5. Decimal point straight down. There you go. 6 and the 4, 10. So we're in the ones column, so that's 10 ones. So I'm going to put 0 ones in there, and the 10 we exchange for a 10. There it is. 4 and the 1, 5. Decimal points, check you've got one, job done. Inverse operation using subtraction if you want to check it. Great. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, but if you've got any questions or queries about any of this, don't hesitate to contact me on the email address and I can get back to you. I could probably do another vid or something, but we can make it work, okay? I don't want you stressed at home with this. Enjoy it, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.